The Hindustan Ambassador, an icon of Indian roads, has a legacy that stretches back decades. Introduced in 1957, it was based on the British Morris Oxford Series 3, but by the 1980s, it had already cemented itself as the car of choice for government officials, taxi drivers, and even common families. The 1980 model of the Ambassador retained its classic shape but came with subtle changes that kept it relevant in the evolving Indian automobile market. Even today, car enthusiasts look back at this model with nostalgia, considering it a symbol of durability, comfort, and unmatched road presence. During the early 1980s, the Ambassador was available in different variants, including the Mark IV, which was one of the most popular versions of the car. It had a boxier front grille, revised tail lamps, and a slightly more refined interior compared to its predecessors. The car's suspension system was well known for handling Indian roads with ease, absorbing potholes and rough terrain like no other vehicle of its time. Its spacious interior and sofa-like seats made it a preferred choice for long journeys, and many would argue that no modern car has been able to replicate the sheer comfort it offered. One of the key highlights of the 1980 Ambassador was its engine. It primarily came with a 1.5 lbmc petrol engine, which, though not the most powerful, was known for its reliability and ease of maintenance. Later on, a diesel variant was introduced, which significantly boosted the car's sales, especially among taxi operators who needed fuel-efficient and robust vehicles. The diesel engine, though slightly underpowered, became popular due to its cost-effectiveness, allowing owners to save on fuel expenses while covering long distances. The 1980s also saw some minor technological updates in the Ambassador. While it remained a simple and straightforward car, certain trims offered features like better upholstery, a more refined dashboard, and improved instrumentation. The introduction of air conditioning in select models was a game-changer, making it one of the few cars of its time to offer such a luxury in India. The steering system, though still old school, was smooth enough for the time, and the car's overall build quality made it a tank on the road, earning it the nickname, the King of Indian Roads. Despite its strengths, the Ambassador also had its share of drawbacks. By the 1980s, newer competitors like the Maruti 800 had started emerging, offering more modern designs, better fuel efficiency, and improved technology. The heavy body of the Ambassador made it less fuel efficient than these newer entrants, and its lack of major design overhauls made it seem outdated to younger buyers. However, it still had a loyal fan base, particularly among government officials, politicians, and taxi fleets, who valued its robustness over modern styling. The Ambassador's influence in the 1980s wasn't just limited to Indian roads. It was a car that symbolized power and prestige. It was the official vehicle of Indian politicians and government officials, often seen in white with a red beacon on top. Owning an Ambassador in those days was considered a status symbol, and the car was also a favorite among Bollywood filmmakers. Many iconic scenes in Indian cinema featured the Ambassador in action, whether in high-speed chases, dramatic kidnappings, or political rallies. Even though the 1980 Hindustan Ambassador was a product of its time, its legacy continues. Car collectors and restoration enthusiasts still seek well-maintained models, bringing them back to life with modern modifications while keeping their classic appeal intact. Many customized Ambassadors today feature upgraded engines, power steering, and even modern infotainment systems, blending nostalgia with contemporary convenience. There are even electric conversion kits available now, allowing vintage Ambassador owners to drive their beloved car in an eco-friendly way. Looking back, the 1980 Ambassador was more than just a car, it was a part of India's culture and history. It witnessed countless political changes, economic shifts, and societal transformations while remaining a constant presence on the roads. Though production officially ended in 2014, the love for the Ambassador has never faded. It is still spotted in various parts of India, serving as a taxi, a government vehicle, or a collector's prized possession. The Hindustan Ambassador may no longer be in production, but its impact on Indian automotive history is undeniable. It remains a symbol of a bygone era, a time when cars were built to last, and comfort was prioritized over flashy designs. Whether you grew up riding in one or only heard stories about it, the Ambassador holds a special place in the hearts of many. Its story continues through restorations, vintage car rallies, and the countless memories people have associated with this legendary automobile.